On the draw for round number 1, but we've got a very solid hand, so definitely going to keep it. Our opponent mulled to 6. The one thing I don't like about the new scry mulligan rule is that it forces me to open up the chat window to check if they scried top or bottom. First world problems, I guess. They scried to the top. How lucky. Start with Core Blade Whirl, that's pretty good. It's going to be pretty hard for us to block from here on out if they've got a heavy ally strategy. I'm also second guessing playing 9-8 in favor of Swamps, considering we have double Stone Fury and a Blighted Gorge. So maybe we want to fix that after board. We didn't have a ton of time for deck building, so we didn't get to have a good look. Alright, he's attacking without playing an ally, so I feel like I want to block here. Just because that first strike is going to be a big problem later on. I mean, it's worth noting that the Predator does want us to be more aggressive, so not sure if that was a mistake or not, but don't want to get too far behind. Considering he's on a mulligan, we're going to be pretty favored in the late game no matter what. So I'm not sure if I want to block here or not. We're trading 3 damage for 4, so it favors us to race in this situation, but if we don't draw anything... Oh, he ruined his path? Oh, alright. I'm pretty happy with that. He uses his premium removal spell on something that doesn't really matter that much in the long run. Now I'm just going to start trading. He only has 2 cards left. I just want to keep my life total high until we get up to Bane of Bala Ged and should take over the game. Plus I don't want to let him ingest too much. We could get him back into the game if he's got a lot of processors streaming. He has nothing going on. Kind of awkward. Drew both of our double red spells. I think I do want to add one more mountain in favor of a swamp. I mean, not that I'm being results oriented, but that was something I considered briefly as I was deck building. Alright, neither of us have much going on, which does worry me a little bit. I would much rather he keep playing aggressive cards. Because now if he just like has a Smite the Monstrous in his hand, this Bane of Bala Ged might not get us to the promised land. I'm still going to jam it though, because if he has it, he's going to have to use it anyway, and I'd rather not let him draw to something if he doesn't have an answer right away. But he almost certainly has something to deal with it, considering he's done absolutely nothing. Scour from existence. Huh, okay. He's still got nothing going on, which does not fare that well for me. This isn't good. I mean, we have answers to his next 2 threats, but when your opponent's on a mulligan and they're hitting all their land drops, you want to be putting pressure on him, or at least doing something productive. He gets to Mindbreaker me. It's annoying. I'm not going to kill it yet. Alright, now I probably will kill it. We'll do it now in case he's got a trick or something. Okay. Probably just going to Blighted Gorge that right now. Yeah, not good when you're the red-black aggro deck and you are sitting at an empty board. Luckily he's not got much going on either. Okay, not gonna kill that. Well, we're flooding pretty savagely here, but I mean... Alright. Not feeling too comfortable about this. 100 Great Horns, sure. That one I will kill. Okay, he doesn't have anything in exile. I'm not going to use my Titan's Presence on his stupid 2-3 that I can just block. This deck is kind of interesting. It's just white-black aggro with no life gain theme. Alright, that was not a bad draw. So do I want to use my Titan's Presence now? It will allow me to attack for 3. Dominator Drone puts him to 15. I mean, the main reason to consider using it now is that we might not draw another colorless creature to use the Titan's Presence, so this might be our only opportunity. I definitely don't want to use it on the 2-3, but I can block my Dominator Drone. How much more removal do we have in our deck? We've got Complete Disregard, we've got Grip of Desolation, and I think that's it. But we only have 17 cards in our library, and like only, what, 5 of them left are lands, I think? Something like that. I think I'm just going to run it here, start trying to turn the corner. It's really bad if he plays something big after this, but it's pretty clear he doesn't have something in hand right now. So let's play the Dominator Drone. Could have something like Gideon's Reproach, that would make sense for him to have at this point. But we need to start putting pressure on him at some point. We can't just sit back and wait for him to draw his bombs. Alright, he doesn't have anything so far, that's good. He's been flooding out pretty bad too, so eventually he's going to draw something to do. Skitter Skin. Alright, that's not too big of a problem right now. Can't block me, so I can probably race it. So we're trading 6 for 4, which is good. Unless he finds some action to back it up, then we could be in some trouble. This game's pretty much going to come down to who draws more action off the top, which is definitely not a place you want to be. He hasn't really drawn anything big yet. He has a Scour from Existence and a Ruinous Path, which can be considered expensive cards, but... well, that's really bad for me. It was like the worst possible card he could have drawn. So he gets the 2-for-1 me, and now he has Regeneration up on his Skitter Skin. God. What do I want to draw here? Just something big, like a Bane of Balaged. Or I guess it would be Ruin Processor, because we don't have the second Bane. Alright, that's something. What do I want to do with it? Probably just have to use it on the Skitter Skin. So I'll attack with the Dominator Drone. He chooses to take it. Interesting. I'll just pass. Don't think there's anything that could blow me out for waiting. There's not like an Apostle's Blessing type card in this set, as far as I know. No blocks. So let's hit that, and don't think it matters what land, so I'll just hit a Plains. So I mean, we're tentatively winning the race, but he has 3 cards in hand. Unless they're all lands, he's probably going to be able to overpower us here. He's got nothing so far. Well, that was a great draw. So we'll attack for 3. Complete disregard, okay. Slam our Eldrazi and hope it gets us the rest of the way there. And gets this 5 life, which is very relevant. Give you planes back. Oops, tapped 1 too many mana. I'm trying to figure out what he could have been holding in his hand this whole time. Normally it signifies he's got situational removal, like Smite the Monstrous, but if he had it, he would have used it, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Maybe he's been sandbagging a grip of his own. He's chumping. That would be good. Is there some sort of trick that can get me here? Can't think of anything. Something. Tandem Tactics. Just to gain life? Alright, I guess that makes sense as a card he could have had. Alright, land go. We've only got 3 lands left in our deck at this point. He's got nothing going on. Alright. So I can't kill him, I can only put him to 1. But we've got lots of cards in our deck now that can finish the job, presumably. So yeah, despite drawing 16 of our 18 lands, it looks like we might have just barely gotten there. Now he just has to play a string of chump blockers. I'm just assuming he's got lands in hand now. Alright, another threat. So the only card I have to worry about here is Planar Outburst. So I could hold the Channeler, but that would just give him an extra draw step if he played another chump blocker, so I see no reason to do that and play around a rare. If he has it, it's going to get us no matter what. This should end the game if he has anything but that card. That was a bizarre game for sure. He's tapping mana and casting something. Oh, sheer drop. Okay. So he gets another draw step. Could he have another trick here? I don't think it gets any better if I wait, so if he has it, he has it. Okay, he didn't. We still haven't drawn any spells. Only one land left in our deck at this point. Well, that was a ridiculous affair. And look at all those spells we were going to draw into. Alright, let's go to sideboarding. So he is black-white aggro value stuff. Doesn't look like anything I need to be too worried about. What do I want to bring in? Sure Strike does seem pretty good there. What else was good or bad? Maybe I want more of the expensive stuff because the game went so long, but I feel like that was sort of an anomaly. Transgress the Mind could be alright. I guess I should worry about what I'm going to cut first before I decide what I want to bring in. I guess I could cut 1 creature. No, I don't want to cut a creature when our decks were so grindy. You want to have as many threats as possible. Zod is good if we're bringing in the Sure Strike. I could cut a land. Makes my predators worse. Oh, I also wanted to bring in a mountain. That's right. Cut a swamp. It's not too unreasonable to cut a land, I guess. We're going to be on the draw. So, We have the channelers that can ramp us up to our Eldrazi, so I don't have to worry about getting to like 6 or 7. Just need to get to 5. Alright, we'll try cutting a land, I guess. Wait, which land do I want to cut? I guess a mountain now, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're at 8, 8, 1. Alright, yeah, we'll run this back.